Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this plum smoky look that I'm wearing here today. Great for you green and blue-eyed babes out there. Also great if you have brown eyes as well. But I'm using the Stila Perfect Me Perfect Hue palette. I have it in the medium tan shade range, my favorite of the 4 that are available. Has 5 eyeshadows, 2 blush shades, and this is my go-to when I need to look a little more put together than normal, but I don't have a lot of time to do it. It's a quick and easy look, and if you want to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to start off our look, we're going to, as always, prime our eyelids, and today I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Enigma, and I like it because it has just a little bit of color correcting. It's kind of a one and done kind of a primer. Just blend that in really well all over the lids. Next, after priming, I'm going to set that with an eyeshadow that is close to my skin tone. This is one from the new Tartist Pro palette, and it's just a little more creamy than the lightest shade in the Stila palette that we'll be using today. So I'm just going to pull this down just a little bit lower to the top of the crease. Then going in with a fluffy crease brush, we're going to go into our palette into the blush, the pink blush, and we're going to use that as our crease shade and transition. And because we brought that brow bone highlight a little bit lower, it's going to help create a nice gradient effect from the crease up to the brow. And since this is a quick look, we're going to try to use minimal products and minimal brushes as well. Now we're going to go in with a flatter, semi-fluffy brush into the plum shade in that palette. And this is by far my favorite shade in the whole palette. And as I said in the intro, it really is a color that makes green and blue eyes pop. And by using this semi-fluffy brush, it makes it quicker to pack on the color and then blend into the crease at the same time. Now, even though this is a quick look, is really important to make sure that you tap off the excess and just apply a little bit of the shade at once because it is pigmented. There will be fallout. So you just want to take your time. And with purple shades like this, you just want to make sure that you really blend well. After you've placed the product, we're going to spend a good amount of time blending. As you can tell, I'm not being too neat with where I place this because we're going to go back and blend later, and we're going to put another shadow on the inner corner, which is going to cover up any mistakes you've made. So don't worry too much about being real precise. We're going to go back and do lots of blending though. And I'm going to bring this color up just a little bit. And we're going for a more rounded look today. Now at this point in our look, it's looking pretty scary. Don't panic. Take the brush with no additional product that you used in your crease first and go over the edge of that, and that is just going to soften that and make it look blended. and less like you just got punched in the eye. And after initial blending, you can add just a little more of that pink blush just to help further blend those shades. Okay, so you should have a really well blended crease up into the brow bone. You're still going to be probably a little panicked because it feels a little dramatic, but we're going to fix that in just a minute. And then next, under the lower lash line, you can either just take that same purple shade we used in the crease, or on the lid in the crease, or I'm taking this ColourPop shadow called Straight Trippin', and I just think this is a little bit easier to blend out on the lower lash line, and it stays put all day. So when I'm in a hurry, I don't have time to be doing liner and then shadow on top of it down here, so this is a quicker way to get this done. Okay, and then in the inner corner, we're going to go in with that beautiful peachy gold shade, and we're going to pack this on the inner corner with a flat brush or concealer brush. Flat shadow brush works too. And again, we're going to do more of a pat and then pressing it in and then blending it towards the middle of the lid. And if you need any more blending, take your crease brush, blend around the edge. And now if you have time and you want to add some winged liner, you definitely can. I am running short on time today, so I'm just going to do a little smudge of some black liner here in the outer corner. And I'm going to smudge that out with this little pencil brush. It's a great one from Morphe. And then to set that down, I'm just going to use just a touch more of that purple shade we used in our outer corner. And then I like to line my lower waterline with a brown liner. Okay, now it's time for some mascara, of course, and this is when the look starts coming together and not looking quite so scary. So first I'm adding my primer. Okay, so I finished mascara, cleaned up under the eye, applied concealer, all that good stuff. Now I'm going to finish up with the pink blush in the palette. We're going to put that on the apples of our cheeks, and this is really pigmented, so just a light little tap of the brush is all it takes. And then I'm going to go in with my new favorite highlighter, Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, and using their highlighter brush. This is such a beautiful color. And you can apply a little or pile it on so you look like you're gleaming from space. And then because the Stila palette doesn't really have a good highlighter or a good inner corner highlight, I'm going to use that same face highlighter. I'm just going to put a little bit of that here on the inner corner. Now to finish off our look, I'm feeling in the mood for kind of pink nude lips, so I'm going to use my favorite combination for that, and it is the Urban Decay lip liner in Naked. Fill in the lips about halfway with that. And then I'm going with MAC Fabby lipstick. And then if you want just a little bit of gloss, the Oyster Girl lip gloss is a great one. Alright guys, so that wraps up this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below, and if you have any questions about any of the products or brushes that I use, they'll be listed in the description box. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.